Assalamu alaikum students, how are you all? In this video lecture I am going to discuss some MCQs of chapter 10, it's electrochemistry and its first year. Let's go to first MCQs. Electrolysis is the process in which a chemical reaction takes place at the expense of. This process occurs at the expense of electrical energy, so its correct answer is B. Second MCQs. Standard hydrogen electrode has an arbitrarily fixed potential. It's 0 volt and it is also a reference standard hydrogen electrode. We can find the electrode potential of any other metals by use of SHE or standard hydrogen electrode. The oxidation number of chromium in potassium dichromate, we can calculate its oxidation number by the following method. K2Cr2O7. In this, potassium has oxidation state +1 and oxygen has oxidation state -2. By putting these value in this equation, +2 Cr, we can write it as 2x plus 7 into -2. By solving this, we can have x is equal to 6. X is equal to 6. So chromium will have 6 oxidation state. C is the correct option. In fourth MCQs, in the reaction 2Fe plus Cl2 forms 2FeCl3. Fe is reduced, Fe is oxidized, Cl2 is oxidized. Fe is oxidized because in reactant Fe has 0 oxidation state and in product Fe has +3 oxidation state. So we can say that iron has lost electrons and it is oxidized. Moving to fifth MCQs. When fused PbBr2 is electrolyzed, bromine appears at cathode, lead is deposited at the cathode, lead appears at the anode, lead is deposited at the cathode. When PbBr2 will ionize, there will be formation of two type of ions. First are the Pb+2 and second are the Br negative. And +2 positive ions will move toward the cathode. So we can say that lead will be deposited at the cathode. In case of 6 MCQs, when aqueous solution of NaCl is electrolyzed, Cl2 is evolved at cathode, H2 is evolved at anode, Na is deposited at the cathode, Na appears at the anode. H2 will evolve at cathode. Why? During this reaction, water also ionizes into H positive and OH negative, and H positive move towards the cathode and will form hydrogen gas. In case of 7th MCQs, during electrolysis of KNO3, H2 is evolved at. H2 will evolve, same scenario will be here. In case of 7th MCQs, during electrolysis of KNO3, H2 is evolved at. H2 will evolve, same scenario will be here. In case of 7th MCQs, during electrolysis of KNO3, H2 is evolved at. In case of 7th MCQs, during electrolysis of KNO3, H2 is evolved at. H2 will evolve, same scenario will be here. Same case, water will be ionized and will form hydrogen ion, and this hydrogen ion will move toward cathode because hydrogen ions are positively charged and cathode is the electrode having negative charge. So H2 will evolve at cathode. 8th MCQ, during electrolysis of copper sulfate using copper electrodes, copper is deposited at. When copper sulfate ionizes, it forms copper plus 2 ion and sulfate ion, and the positive ion will move toward cathode. Copper plus 2 ion is positive ion, it will deposit at cathode. So B is the correct answer, cathode. Moving to next MCQs. 9th, during electrolysis of fused NaCl, which of the following reaction occurs at anode? At anode there will be the reaction of negative ion, and at anode there is always oxidation. So we can say that chlorine will oxidize at anode and will form chlorine gas. 10th MCQs, an electrochemical cell is based upon, it is based upon redox reaction. Based upon redox reaction. MCQs number 11, which one of the following will be good conductor of electricity? It's molten sodium chloride. Molten sodium chloride will be good conductor of electricity. Question number 12. Which one of the following represents the same net reaction as the electrolysis of aqueous sulfuric acid? Electrolysis of water will show the same reaction. In a galvanic cell, the reaction occurs. This reaction occurs at anode. Here is the hydrolysis of water, and at anode oxygen loss, hydrogen ion is formed and electron are accepted at anode. So B is the correct answer. In case of 14th MCQs, which statement below is not true for the reaction? In this iron plus 3 ion accepts 1 electron and converts into Fe plus 2. It is a reduction process. Iron is reduced. A is correct one. B, oxidation state of Fe has changed. This is also correct statement. Fe plus 3 can act as oxidizing agent. It is also true because it can gain electron and will oxidize the other atom. D, both Fe plus 2 and Fe plus 3 are called anions. It is wrong because these are the cations. So D is the wrong statement. During a redox reaction, an oxidizing agent gains electron and oxidizes other element or atoms. 16th MCQs, in a salt bridge, KCl is used because K positive and Cl negative transfer easily. These can transfer easily and they brings chemical neutrality. Now moving towards 17th MCQs. Oxidizing agent is a substance which brings about oxidation. And itself it reduce. 18th MCQs, in the electrolysis the process of oxidation occur at. The process of oxidation always occurs at anode and reduction occurs at cathode. 19th MCQs, in an oxidation process the oxidation number of the element increases. So A is the correct answer. In the reduction process, oxidation number of the element decreases. Oxidation number of oxygen in OF2, fluorine has -1 and here oxygen will be plus 2. 22 MCQs. EMF of a zinc copper cell is 1.1 volt. A is correct answer. The standard reduction potential of a standard hydrogen electrode is 0 volt. The oxidation number of Mn in K2MnO4, we can calculate it. Potassium has plus 1 and oxygen has minus 2, so we can write it as 2 plus 1 into Mn will be X, and 4 oxygen will have minus 2, minus 8 and plus 2, minus 6, and we can write it's plus 6 because on the opposite side of equation it will be plus 6. 25 MCQs. Which of the following is the definition of oxidation? Loss of electron is the exact definition of oxidation. During electrolysis of sulfuric acid, O2 is evolved at. O2 will be evolved at anode. The EMF produced by a voltaic cell is actually cell potential. Which of the following is not a redox reaction? Calcium carbonate decomposes into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. It is not a redox reaction because the oxidation state of calcium in calcium carbonate and calcium in calcium oxide remains same. Carbon will also have the same oxidation state in both sides of the equation. Moving toward 29 MCQs. Which element act as reducing agent in the reaction? Zn, zinc, can act as a reducing agent because it loses electron and those electrons are accepting by hydrogen. So Zn will be reducing agent. It reduces hydrogen. 30 MCQs. Which element act as an oxidizing agent in the reaction? Mn will be oxidizing agent because it loses oxygen and oxidizes other element. When the current is passed through an electrolytic solution, which of the following process will occur? Anion move towards anode and cation move towards cathode. This is the correct answer. 32 MCQs. Electric current passes through both molten and solution form of NaCl because of ions. Na positive and Cl negative ions are the main causes for this movement. A cell which produces electric current by redox reaction or voltaic cells. Which of the following conduct electricity due to migration of electron only? Metals can conduct electricity due to migration of electrons, and here is copper metal, so it's correct answer. Oxidation number of sulfur in, it should be SO2, and we can write its oxidation number is plus 4. Substance through which electric current can pass are called conductors. Substance through which electric current cannot pass are called insulators or non-conductors. Metallic conduction is due to movement of electrons. Metallic conductors conduct electricity without any chemical change. The flow of electrons is called electric current. A substance which in molten state or in a solution form allow electric current to pass through, it is called as electrolyte. The process in which electric current is used to carry out a non-spontaneous reaction is known as electrolysis. In electrochemical cell, the electrode at which the reduction occurs, its cathode. The process of producing a chemical change in electrolytic cell is called electrolysis. 45 MCQs. The process in which ionic compounds, when fused or dissolved in water, split up into charged particles. Its ionization. An apparatus in which chemical energy is converted to electrical energy is called galvanic cell. The metallic conductors in contact with the solution are called electrodes. The reaction in a galvanic cell is spontaneous reaction. Caustic soda is obtained by electrolysis of concentrated aqueous solution of NaCl in a cell known as Nelson cells. Sodium metal is obtained by electrolysis of fused NaCl in a cell is called Dawn cells. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.